Hi guys, welcome back to the channel where we make your money make sense for you. Today we are going to dive into this heartbreaking story that serves as a serious wake-up call for not just one or two of us, but for everyone, especially when it comes to protecting our money and our loved ones from online scams. Imagine this, an 82-year-old woman loses close to $250,000. Yes, you heard that right. She was just trying to get help with her YouTube TV. This isn't just a scam story. It's a complex phishing scheme that lured her in bit by bit until she was asked to hand over $50,000 in cash directly to a courier. As you watch this, I want you to think about how easy this could happen to anyone, especially someone that doesn't know what to look out for. It's a reminder that scammers are getting more craftier, targeting our seniors who trust these fake customer service representatives. So stick around as we break down exactly what happened in this particular case and how to protect you from becoming victim to scams such as this. I'll be sure to give my feedback at the end of this video, and you do likewise. Let's get into it.
Your citizen here in Middle Tennessee loses close to $250,000 in what was an elaborate scam. And now Spring Hill police say one person is under arrest. Let's go to News 2's Andy Cordan. He has a story you are seeing first on 2. Andy?
Hey there, Mark. You know, this all went down in mid-August when the 82-year-old woman tries to get her YouTube TV fixed. She contacts who she thinks is customer service. Well, it turns out it's all part of an elaborate phishing scam.
Stop right there.
October 3rd.
Stop right there. Put your hands behind your back.
A Spring Hill sting operation culminates with the arrest of Fang.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
Police tell News 2 the 36-year-old is a Chinese national.
You speak good English?
Who's just flown from Canada to Nashville.
You have any weapons on you?
Then taken a ride share to Spring Hill, specifically to come to this 82-year-old woman's house with the intent of picking up $50,000 from a senior who ultimately is scammed out of close to $250,000.
Wow, this is just wild. She thought she was calling customer service for her YouTube TV, and instead it was an elaborate phishing scam. Can you believe the nerve of these scammers? This woman was just trying to fix her television, and she ends up transferring thousands of dollars to what she thought was a customer service agent. It's so easy to see how anyone could fall prey to this. They are playing on trust and urgency, guys. This is why we have to be super careful whenever we make calls or receive calls from people that we do not know, especially people that we meet online at all. Always double check the contact information and don't allow anybody to rush you into a financial decision, especially when you weren't even calling about finances at all. Let's get back to it.
When investigators question Yan, he claims to only speak Chinese.
Ontario to Seattle, Seattle to Nashville.
A search of his backpack turns up a Chinese passport.
He's going to say that he didn't know what he was doing was wrong.
Okay. So he came to our country to commit a crime but didn't realize he was committing a crime.
That's what he's saying.
The senior will tell me the scam begins 2 months before this takedown.
Stop right there. Put your hands behind your back.
That's when she says her YouTube TV goes out and she Googles a customer service number that's answered by legitimate sounding men who she says not only fix her TV but inform her that her bank accounts have been compromised and that she has to protect her finances. At first, she transfers tens of thousands of dollars into Bitcoin accounts. The woman says after a while she saw many red flags as it related to Bitcoin, so she told the bad guys on the phone she didn't want to use Bitcoin anymore, so they suggested they have a courier pick up her cash.
This is really heartbreaking to hear that her money is now gone, guys. But at least there's a big win here with an arrest, because many times that doesn't even happen. The money is gone and no one's left to be arrested. And I honestly feel for her and all the people that have lost money in this way, especially our seniors who are often targeted, not to mention don't have the ability to go back to work to recoup any of the funds they have lost. And the fact that the scammers are now using couriers to actually go out and retrieve the money is very disheartening. It's a whole different level of boldness.
Spring Hill police say they become involved in the investigation only after the woman's bank notices her making large transactions that prompts them to contact the authorities.
Oftentimes we find that people just follow directions. If people would just take a minute and step back and say, okay, why am I doing this? that would trigger a light bulb to go on, and you stop doing it.
Now, the bad news is the woman's money, well, it's all gone. The good news, police have made an arrest in the case, though investigators believe the suspect is a mule who only had limited information of what he was actually doing and how the whole operation worked. Let's send it back to you, Mark.
Police are right here. If you're ever asked to do anything outside the ordinary with your money, don't do it. The one thing for sure, scammers thrive on rushing you. So slow down and think about it.
Unbelievable, Andy. Thank you. Now, police urging the following to everyone watching right now. If someone ever asks you to do anything with your money that seems out of the ordinary, first, slow things down. Think about what's happening before you actually make any sort of action. Then hang up on that caller and then call someone that you trust or call police, and they will suggest calling your bank and ask them if the transaction is legitimate.
You've seen the video, guys, and it's sad how something so simple as someone calling for help turned out to be a financial crisis. Scams like this can happen to anyone, and it is happening to a lot of us. But we don't have to live in fear. We just have to be alert and aware of some of these tactics. Here are 3 additional tips to help you protect your financial future. Tip number 1, always verify your sources, guys. If you need customer support, go to the official site of the company that you're trying to reach and use those numbers that are available or are provided for you. Don't even use a Google search for these type of support numbers, because scammers are pretty crafty and they will create numbers and have you calling one of the scammers thinking that you're actually reaching out to the official company. Tip number 2, always slow down and just take your time, and don't allow anyone to rush you through any type of transaction, especially when it involves your money. Not to mention, scammers will tell you that something will happen if you don't do what they tell you to do as quickly as they would like you to do it. Don't go for it. And the third one would be, tell someone that you trust about any huge or large financial transactions that you're making, whether it's a family member, a friend, a trusted colleague, anyone. Just make sure that you're sharing it. Getting a second opinion from one of those trusted people could be a lifesaver, and it could save you a lot of money. So how about you? Have you or anyone you know encountered this type of scam, or any scam at all that cost them thousands of dollars? Share your story in the comments below. It may help someone else avoid such scams. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.